Ladies and gentlemen, we are back live from Dave&Busters. It's your boy Lockhart and my man TD. And we are having a blast here at Dave&Busters. Miami Dolphins just bounced back immediately. Took the score to 21-17. It's a real fight. It was like we were watching a real fight here in preseason between the Chicago Bears and the Denver and the Miami Dolphins. So if you're tuned in right now, we greatly appreciate you. We will be following you in the chat and having some fun, man. About ready to order lunch here soon.
Yeah. As you said, man, this started to turn into a knockdown, drag-out type fight.
Yeah.
It was 14-14 at the end of the second quarter. Both teams put up 2 touchdowns really, really fast.
Really fast, yeah.
And then we had the big turnover by the Chicago Bears defense with the sack fumble that put them in perfect position to just, put that ball right take it in the end zone. And we had a 17-14 score, and now we're at 21-17 thanks to a field goal. We are at the 10:38 mark of the fourth quarter. Don't forget, Jim Gries will be in the building.
Yeah, right. Shortly after the game, he's currently calling the game for the Miami Dolphins, which is amazing that we have someone of that caliber on our team as Chicago Bears continue to run the ball on this Miami's. I don't know if it's their second or third string right now, but when they're running it so far, they cannot stop the run.
Did you say Chicago Bulls?
Chicago Bears. I may have said the Bulls, but what we do know is they are running over the Miami Dolphins here early in the fourth quarter.
Welcome to the world of Alex Lockhart, a renowned curator and the visionary force behind Lockhart Entertainment. Based in Charlotte, North Carolina, Alex has spent the past 17 years revolutionizing event marketing and brand exposure. At Lockhart Entertainment, Alex combines his mastery in curating unforgettable events with the star power of A-list celebrity influencers. His innovative strategies are designed to maximize clients' returns on investment, making brands shine brighter than ever before. From glamorous celebrity golf tournaments to thrilling flag football games, Alex travels the globe, connecting brands directly to consumers and creating experiences that resonate and captivate. Need your brand turned up to the next level? Alex Lockhart is the amplifier. Join him and Lockhart Entertainment to transform your marketing vision into a powerful reality.
Out there anyway. No, this is one of those instances where I tell young people all the time, you never know what's going to happen. You always got to be prepared to when you get in, because if you look at the instance where Shador Sanders got in that game, he was the 5th quarterback in that lineup. Yeah. Joe Flacco was actually first. They listed him as a starter for week 1. Then we have 3 guys, 2 of which got hurt in practice last week. Dylan he pulled his hamstring on Monday, I believe. And then who was our QB number 3 for
the young boy?
That was Dylan. He pulled his hamstring first.
Oh, Flacco.
Flacco
had back issues.
Yeah, Flacco had back issues.
Yeah, lower back. I have lower back too. I had to sleep sometimes with my feet on my pillow.
Yeah.
I don't know. His back is probably.
Either way, they were down to 2 quarterbacks, and he had to play. So, and I believe in all actuality, man, that game right there either gave him some push to say, you know what, if this doesn't work in Cleveland, I'm going to go elsewhere. You can go ahead and give me my papers. I'm going to go somewhere and start, because he looked like a true starter out there on Friday night.
And I agree with you, TD. And I think all of America has to look at that and see it does highlight the blasphemy in the draft. I mean, you look at, either way he was going to play on Friday, right? Just so happens, and things happen for a reason, the people that were going to play in front of him were sitting down. Now, was that, we don't know. We don't know how that worked out so perfectly where this young fella got to play for not 1 quarter, not 2 quarters, but 75% of this game and looked so poised and everything he did was what he did in college. And everybody, all these scouts and all these teams that looked at him said, oh, he's the most accurate quarterback in college? The most accurate, factual. This is not opinion. He was the most accurate quarterback coming out of college. Oh, but we don't need him. Oh, no, we don't need him. And now, I bet that phone is ringing. It's
I believe it.
It's got to be ringing. Because
It's
when you
ringing
get
off the
drafted,
hook.
yeah, because
I
when you get
guarantee
drafted
you.
fifth, you're not guaranteed a spot on the team. When you get drafted in the 5th round, you are not guaranteed a spot on the team. And now, I mean, what's going to happen? Because they still got Deshaun Watson getting a check,
Yeah.
getting a big check.
Yeah. I mean, Deshaun Watson, he's still healing
Flacco.
from his Achilles injury.
So how does that work? So is it Watson? So it's Flacco one.
It's Flacco's one. You know, and
Watson's just
Deshaun
gonna keep
Watson
getting
is he's on IR. He's on long-term IR.
Okay.
Then you got Dylan.
Dylan next.
Yeah, and then you've got
Somebody else, and then you got Shador.
Who was my guy? Who was a quarterback with New York?
With the
Giants.
Okay, I know if it's Giants or Jets.
No,
Either
it was
way,
the
we're
Giants.
talking.
Either way, we're
people.
talking 4 people in front of Shador Sanders, and fortunately for Shador, that thing turned out just perfect for him. So
It did. It really did. And here's the thing: that the definition of stay ready so you don't have to get ready was Shador Sanders, number 12, Cleveland Browns on Friday night. You know, clearly he was ready. Clearly he knew the playbook. Clearly he knew how to read the defense. Clearly he realized that the safety NFL speed is faster than the college safety NFL speed, right? College speed rather. He tried to get away from a safety and took the sack, but 0 interceptions. Right? 0 interceptions, throwing balls in tight windows. Shout out to the whole Sanders family because they are believers, and they understand that skill outweighs luck.
got a chance to say hey to everybody. They were sitting three rows below us.
Yeah. I mean, the whole family was there. He had people came from all over.
All over.
Yeah, there's people from all over
Yeah.
and repping too.
Yeah.
I think it was Deion's birthday or something, but he had a lot of family members around. Shador went on the record to say that he prefers his dad not being there at the preseason because he feels like he hasn't got to the stage he wants to be. So we know there's more to look forward to from Shador Sanders.
Yeah.
The baby was at the game.
We saw the baby.
He had started with a Panthers jersey.
Panthers jersey on first. Of course, the baby's repping Charlotte.
And then switched.
And then he switched at halftime to put his Cleveland Browns jersey on.
Yeah.
And his Cleveland Browns bandana on.
And then when the game was over, he done took the Browns jersey off so Shador could sign it and put his Panthers jersey on. But I mean, that's how a lot of us felt, as Panther fans and other fans. You know how you feel. He just did it. People feel like switching jerseys in the middle of the game all the time. They just don't do it. You will never catch me switching unless I'm switching colors, but I'm definitely not switching teams. Carolina Panthers is in the bloodline. Let's go. Shout out to all of our people on the live right now. I see you. We much appreciate it for y'all support on the live.
Definitely shout out on the live.
Yep.
We had Miss Watson, Patrice Watson, the manager at Dave&Busters.
Oh,
just want to say shout out. She gave us the hearts.
Okay, she put the hearts up
thank
there.
you. And again, thank you, Dave&Busters, because
this setting is
an
phenomenal.
amazing experience.
Yep.
We get a chance to see everybody out here playing, everybody out here eating, having fun.
I've had my fair share of lemonade.
Yeah.
My God.
Speaking of which, on the break, I got to get me another sip of that lemonade.
Yeah, my fair share. I'm on that lemonade right now. That lemonade is so quenching.
We are at the 8:33 mark in the fourth quarter. Chicago just went back up.
By 3, I believe.
Yeah. And Miami is at 21, and we're looking for another score here. Like I said, this is a knockdown dragout. There was a 14-10 in the second quarter. Then Chicago came out with that turnover and score immediately after the sack fumble. Oh, wow.
And now it's just a defensive. It's
Yeah,
gonna come down to what
we're
the
at
defense is doing.
7-7 in the fourth quarter. Miami's looking to try to score again. I'm serious, bro. If Miami scores again, this will probably be. I believe we should have done like Jim Gries told us to and take the over on this game.
So again, I didn't put that much strategy in it.
Yeah.
I went with the fact that Miami didn't end well last year.
Yeah.
And Chicago, not like Chicago ended any better, but I was thinking that the 1s and 2s would play less and that Chicago would play their 1s and 2s a lot more. So I figured that would be the advantage. That's kind of what we saw with Cleveland Shador got to play for 3 quarters when Bryce Young only got to play for like 8 minutes. You see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
the Panthers took their ones out immediately, if not sooner, and the Cleveland Browns left theirs in a lot longer for personnel reasons. But you got to see what you got to see. So yeah, I'm excited right now. The Chicago Bears lead by 3 points with 7 minutes left on the clock.
That was almost picked off.
And the Miami Dolphins.
Oh my
at
goodness.
21. So great football. We're loving it.
Exciting pick six
We're
right there.
loving it here at Dave&Busters, live at Dave&Busters for your every Sunday picks, bingo Sunday picks.
Yeah.
And live commentary from Lockhart and TD. And you see the ones getting excited over there on the sideline from Chicago Bears.
Yeah.
You see them getting excited.
Speaking of bingo games, we had to shut this week's game off on the Office Pool Sunday Picks app.
Sad but true.
Having a couple of bugging problems, but this app will be back up and running before the regular season starts. So we're doing all of our testing right now. Don't worry. You'll be able to get your old school Office Pool betting sheets and your Office Pool bingo blitz cards only on Dave&Busters Office Pool Sunday Picks app.
Yeah.
You gonna put 5 on it?
Oh, every time, every week. I'm gonna keep some in the bank too. I'm gonna keep my winnings in and not cash out to the end, just so I can have like that. I want to be able to show the fans and the followers and the listeners. I want to be able to show them how much I've accrued in my winnings.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'm not taking a bunch of L's with the bingo. I'm definitely not planning on taking any L's on our weekly picks. Up next, we do have our second game of the day.
Yes.
At 4 o'clock.
Yes.
That's going to be a really good game.
LA Chargers will be hosting the New Orleans Saints. We will also have Jim Gries in the building via live feed from our on location. He's actually calling the Miami Dolphins game right now, which is why he's not on with this at this present moment. But after he finishes his post-game show with the Dolphins, he'll be on live with us, only on the Office Pool.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a break probably the next 5 to 10 minutes. If you look at the time of possession for the Miami Dolphins, it pales in comparison to the 28 minutes, almost 28 minutes and 20 seconds that Chicago has had the ball. That's actually making a difference in the score. Third down percentages, the Dolphins, edge a little bit with 53.8% on third down conversions. But let's look at his passing yard, man. Case Keenum has been airing this ball out.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
He's already 183 yards for the day. The rushing game is on the Dolphins side. They put the ball on the ground. They actually want to see some of those young guys in the backfield.
Yeah,
it's a great screenplay.
And it looks like
Case
we're tied
Keenum
now at 24.
Yeah, we are now tied at 24. The Dolphins elected to kick a field goal instead of trying to go for it on 4th down, which was a smart play, of course, which we still had our wave ride share no-brainer pick of the game. Let's look at Case Keenum's numbers. If we can get a chance, we can get that pulled up here. Let's see here. Case Keenum. Unfortunately, our live stats feed is not showing us Case's numbers, but like we said earlier, man, he's already got 183 yards in the air.
That's big.
Which is really good. Which is a good showing for Case Keenum.
Yeah, and I think your boy. If you compare, that's about 50 more than Shador had on Friday night. But again, we can't speak enough about the play from Shador Sanders on Friday night against our Carolina Panthers. Great football.
Great football.
Now we're here live watching Miami Dolphins.
Your Carolina Panthers.
My Carolina Panthers, not our Carolina Panthers. When I say our, I'm talking about anybody who's repping the Panthers like I'm repping the Panthers. Shout out North Carolina. Let's go. We're seeing a very aggressive blitz from the Miami Dolphins, but it doesn't like it's panning out. This young quarterback has some mobility. He's moonwalking.
Case Keenum's out the game
like
right now.
a young Michael Jackson. He is moonwalking. Great. That dude is
great job. Great footwork
backwards.
on the naked bootleg right there.
And a strong first down.
Strong first down for Chicago.
So I take that back. It looks like I thought I saw 24-24. So yes, it is.
Yeah, we are.
24-24.
Yeah.
With
Well,
less
one
than
score
5.
is showing. For some reason, the live feed is not.
It's just not refreshing.
It's not refreshing, but
so it's,
yeah,
it's less than
we
5
still
minutes
got a
left in the
24
game,
game.
and it looks beat the Chiefs 20-17 in preseason week 1. Kyler Murray did his thing. He played a little bit longer than Mahomes on that one.
Yeah.
And then the Jets Packers. The Jets won
another
30.
interesting game.
Yeah, Jets Packers won 30-10. So a lot of preseason energy is really working out for a lot of teams. It's getting people excited. And that's what it's designed to do. If nothing else, it's getting the fans excited for football.
Yeah, I can tell you, I really wasn't expecting the Jets to jump out on Green Bay the way they did. Their second team and their third team, those ones and twos, well, the mid twos and the threes, really put it out there, man. An amazing game. The Jets just pummeled the Packers in preseason. I know it's preseason, hey, but a win's a win, 30-16.
Right. And did you see the Rams-Cowboy game?
Oh, yeah, I saw that game.
And your boy
got a chance to see all the fellas sidelines, Kevontae Turpin, all those guys, were dressed in civvies. They weren't dressed out. They wanted to see how the young fellas look, man, and
you see
God, they jumped out. They jumped right out.
Ran over on the sideline.
Yeah. He got the referee. He's celebrating, and the line judge
ran him slap over.
Collision, man.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Hey, that is a fine.
Yeah, you're not supposed to be down there.
Yeah, you're not even supposed to be on that part of the sign. You saw how CeeDee Lamb kind of inched his way over there.
Then Buffalo got on top of San Francisco. I know.
Actually, it was Denver.
Buffalo.
I know Calvin's gonna be mad at that. Denver's
Broncos.
Yeah.
Put a little thing on the San Francisco 49ers.
Golly, a 30-9 lopsided win.
Yeah, a little 30-piece nugget.
Broncos, man. It seemed like stuff kept getting worse for them.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those things where, again, you're trying to move personnel around. A lot of coaches don't game plan for preseason. The plan is to see if the person in practice was able to take what we talked about in practice and then have it translate onto the field. So a lot of it is individual play, one-on-one type of plays. It's not like a full game plan for the team. In all fairness, like they're not game planning.
Well, there's a game plan. It's just not as detailed as it is for a regular season game plan. Because like we said earlier in the beginning of the show, during the first game, these guys want to get a good look. So the coaches and the coordinators want to put those guys in different positions, so they'll put them in specific packages to say, hey, all right, so we got this kid at receiver. Let's give him 3 plays and put a package for him, a package of 3 plays, and see what he looks like on a specific series. So you don't really get to see a chance to see that happen too much, except for the preseason. Then, of course, when we get into the regular season, we got those guys that, those guys that are definitely going to get their numbers. And those plays are drawn specifically for those people, and it's drawn into the play schedule for the upcoming game for whoever we're playing. So, yeah, like you said, this is a time where, there's not too much, planning on trying to beat somebody. We just want to get a good look at.
Yeah, right. So, in doing so, that's what the score sometimes happens to reflect. Now, we did see some close scores earlier today with the Chicago Bears and the Dolphins, but most of the scores we've seen have been one-sided. I think the Kansas City game was a little close, but for the most part, these games are getting out of control. But good entertainment, good fun, and again, when you think of fun, you think of Dave&Busters. I'm looking at the Saints right now.
Saints have the ball.
Yeah, well, Saints looks like they switched out quarterbacks already for the second half. And he's getting nowhere fast. So we got to figure that out as they approach 4th down in the 3rd quarter.
Say what's up, Don Twitch.
Twitch, what up, Twitch?
Twitch.
Yo, I got Twitch now, so y'all can follow me on Twitch as well.
Lockhart ENT at Twitch.
Yeah, I just saw the alert go off on my phone, so we live on
That's
Twitch.
That's right. It's your boy TD Lockhart. We'll be here pretty much for the remainder of the Chargers-Saints game. And then we'll be closing out our live feed for our first YouTube broadcast.
Okay, there you go. YouTube.
And then
Come live
we'll
from
be
the
back
YouTube
on
studio.
Tuesday for our pre-recorded show
Yep.
here at Dave&Busters.
Yep, YouTube studio. Live at Dave&Busters.
This is TD, and welcome to Office Pool Sunday Picks, where your premium office pool experience starts here.
This is your boy Lockhart. Like and subscribe. Heck yeah.
You know, Jim, I appreciate you coming out, man, and thank you for logging on with us after you did a whole show, the Miami Dolphins post-game show. Tell us how that went, man.
Well, aside from the week one technical stuff, you think NFL teams have it bad with all the charts, and I talked about it last week, all the guys who aren't going to be playing and all the things that you have to get ready for with the season. Today was the same with our show, Locked On Dolphins Postcast I do. And, you have everything set up in StreamYard before the show, and then you go right when the game ends and you realize the open's not there, the transitions aren't there, the player of the game, the turning point, all the elements that we use in the show, all the production stuff, it's empty, right? Completely empty. So had to go through with the production guys and get all that. But aside from those opening day jitters and aside from everything that happened on that side, I thought, you know what? Everybody in South Florida, TD, and in the NFL for that matter, is looking at two people with the Dolphins. And you know who those two people are. Mike McDaniel, who was everybody's little darling going into last year. We love Mike McDaniel. He's a rising star. This year he's on the hot seat and literally coaching for his job as the NFL. It's the way the NFL goes. And, of course, Tua Tagovailoa. A couple of years ago, he's signing the huge contract, one of the biggest stars in the league. And then last year with the injuries, you know what I mean? And then if there is a third guy, but really hasn't been, so not commanding the attention that he normally gets is Tyreek Hill coming into this season. Tua made comments about how he has a lot of work to do to get the teammates to trust him again after what happened last year and everything with the comments he made. I want to be out of there. But Tyreek Hill had one of the worst seasons of his career last year. Very un-Tyreek Hill-like. They didn't get to use all that speed they have. Yeah, there's new players. Yeah, you're wondering if Zach Wilson's QB2 or Quinn Ewers. But TD and Lockhart, you know this. If either one of those guys see the field this year, the Dolphins are in trouble. They need Tua to stay healthy, play every snap. Mike McDaniel needs to prove that he can coach at an elite level. And today they didn't do anything to prove that at all. They couldn't even score on a 15-play drive. When Tua plays the opening drive against the Bears' backup defense, they couldn't even punch it in on the goal line. So a lot of work to do for the Dolphins. For the Bears, new coaching staff, work in progress. Caleb Williams didn't play today. They're just doing their work behind the scenes and trying to get him to get rid of the ball, man. I know you guys love this, right? Caleb Williams last year was sacked, I think, more than any other quarterback in the league, but almost half of his sacks were from holding the ball too long, 5 seconds or longer. That's not on the O-line. They'll get on you if you keep letting that happen, but he has to learn the mechanics of the position and how to get rid of that ball quickly. So this game didn't tell us all that much as far as which teams are going to be, what either team's going to do in the regular season. But like every other preseason game, right? We look for the storylines, then we look for the storylines within the storylines, within the storylines to try to see what these teams are going to look like as we head toward the regular season.
Yeah, definitely, man. And we were just talking before you jumped on how the Dolphins, we made the picks. I was the only one to pick the Miami Dolphins, and I thought that they were going to come off with just a cakewalk win. And then that Chicago Bears defense, I know it was some miscues on the Miami side, but if you look at the way that defense played, the 2s and 3s, even the 1s, how they kept Tua Tagovailoa, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I'm glad we're doing this live, right?
That's right.
So I'm glad to see teams actually start to play those 1s more. We talked about it last week, putting everybody in there just to get those looks. What was your take on that, Locke?
I agree with both of you guys. It's about an observation. It's about a scouting report. It's about, what personnel can we use, what personnel can we keep. It's a business, right? And these guys are on audition right now. Think of Dancing with the Stars. Think of American Idol. Think of, you name it. If you're trying to pick a team, My daughter just made a cheerleading team. It was over like 50-something girls out there, and she had to make the team out of that 50. You got to go out there and you got to put your best foot forward. And we're seeing a lot of good talent do the best they can with the time that they get on the field.
Yeah. So, Jim, I know you had a very busy day, man, with that Dolphins post-game show. We went over our picks, and like I said, we had a you guys had a split with me on that one. I picked the Dolphins 21-10. All I can say,
House wins. House wins, right?
The house won on that one because I actually predicted the Dolphins to score 21 points. I wasn't expecting the Bears to put up 24 points. Mm-hmm. In that 24-24 tie, but that just gave you a preview, Jim, of how we actually we make our picks every week. And unfortunately for us, the feed for the app, NFL Sunday Picks, the Office Pool Sunday Picks.com, the purchase part was down, so we had to just hold off on that one. But it was a fun experience to see. Oh my God, the app is going to go live today. But we'll have everything ready for that first regular season game after the Cowboys take on the Eagles on that Thursday night game. So let's move on to this second game, the Saints at the Chargers. It was a unanimous pick, Jim. We all picked the Chargers, and it looks like I might run away with the tiebreaker. Like Lockhart say, Lockhart shaking his head. We had to play 4 quarters, but as of right now, we're waiting on somebody to really get on the board. And the only real score we saw was that impressive run by Trey Lance. So what are your thoughts on that, Jim?
Yeah, to be honest, I haven't had a chance to look at this game at all today, but I knew coming in what I was looking at. And it's a Harbaugh thing, right? It's a Harbaugh thing. And I believe that Harbaugh is one of the best coaches in the world, and I believe that his teams are ready fundamentally for their games, and that's why I picked the Chargers in this one, because in the preseason, when so many players are playing and so many guys who aren't going to be in the NFL, they get a chance to get coached up by Jim Harbaugh too. And you guys know, right? You guys are athletes, and TD, you know, especially when you're in training camp with an NFL team, you're learning from coaches. You can apply this to real life when you get out. So the guys who know they're not going to make the team, they're soaking it all up from Jim Harbaugh. And let's not forget, a lot of these guys who might not have a chance to make the Chargers or the Saints, they could make another team because they're auditioning for the whole world right now. And every play they get out there. So the flip side of seeing guys who aren't going to be playing in the league is that the guys we are seeing are giving you every single thing. You might never see guys play harder than you do in the second half of preseason games, right? So I love that, but I also love that Harbaugh always has his teams ready and prepared, especially from a fundamental standpoint. And when you think about the Chargers heading into the season, you know, just like every team in the NFL right now, it begins and ends with their QB, Herbert. He's not playing today. Trey Lance, you know, the Trey Lance tour continues. Will he stick with the team? And I like that he's being coached by Harbaugh, too. Maybe of all the players this year who land in a particular spot, that's the best spot for a guy like him to land. And look we just talked about this with Zach Wilson, the Dolphins' backup quarterback, right? Where did he go last year? Denver, a year of Sean Payton. Didn't see the field, but a year of Payton. Kind of like a couple of years ago, Trey Lance had a year of Shanahan in San Francisco. And so I think that it's interesting when you look at how these guys are able to be coached up and they're going to be ready to hit the field. So anytime the Chargers play in preseason, and they just scored again, right? So that pick's looking good, guys. It's looking good.
Yeah, just like you said earlier, man, one of my best experiences in life was to be able to be on an NFL squad during preseason, you know, trying to see if I can make my way on a 56-man roster. And one of the things I learned was from Dennis Green. I see you, Coach, looking down on us. Me coming from a small HBCU, Winston-Salem State University, we had to, you know, I had a chip on my shoulder, and that might have been one of the things that kind of got me out of the mix when it came down to it, because I picked up on the offense well. I did everything I was supposed to do as a rookie, even my second year when they brought me back for minicamp. But the one thing that I learned from Dennis Green was no matter where you come from, you have to act like you are where you're supposed to be. And that was one of the things that I learned from Dennis Green. So that was an amazing lesson that Coach Green taught me before I was sent away for my cup of coffee long time ago in Minnesota.
A cup of Joe.
Amen.
Yeah. So.
You want to crown him, then crown the ass.
Yeah. Well,
I love Denny Green. He's one of my favorite old school coaches, man. Denny Green was, and everybody I've ever talked to who's played for Denny Green over the years. I mean, I remember Chris Carter telling me one time that you could not find a better man,
absolutely not,
to be your leader than Denny Green.
Absolutely not.
Wow.
Absolutely not. So, I can't believe we're about to wrap up our first show, guys. Like, this is an amazing experience, man. Alex, I know you got a couple more words that you want to put out there to all the people.
I'm just excited. I like when they subscribe. I really do. And the numbers are going up since Tuesday's show. They'll continue to go up. Great seeing you, Jim. I know we've got 2 more quarters of football yet, but it looks like the Chargers are going to do what they have to do to kind of maintain their home field advantage on this beautiful Sunday.
Yeah, I'm expecting a win from the Chargers. Actually, we all are. I'm hoping I keep that low score, keep that under the over. I got 17-10 Chargers. Jim has 21-16 Chargers, and Locke has 28-14 Chargers. So, we're going to take this time, man. We're going to thank our sponsors. Let's thank Dave&Busters. Let's thank Stoner's Vintage Jeans.
Thank you.
We've got a couple more sponsors coming on board. I don't want to shout them out too early. 83 Sports, Lockhart. Got to thank Lockhart ENT.
That's what we do.
Last but not least, man, thank you, Jim, for being a part of this show, man. This is a really exciting time for us to develop our own show, make our own product, and put this out there on a national stage, and use a partner like Dave&Busters to help us get it out, man. It's definitely great.
Thank you, fellas. Love you both. Thank you for being patient with me today. I'm glad I made it in by the end of the show.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Don't even worry about that, dude. Don't even sweat it. We talked enough and ate enough. So now we're going to go back and eat
That's
some
the
more.
hard part. I want some of that food with you. What'd you guys eat today? What'd you have over there at Dave&Busters?
We started with we had a quick appetizer in between the games. We were waiting there.
Man. Did you get those wings in? I know you guys got the wings in.
Some of the wings.
Yeah.
I love the wings at D&B.
Cheesesteak egg rolls. Philly cheesesteak egg rolls. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They got going fast. I didn't grab one.
Send some out here, man. Send some out.
Oh, trust
That's
me. When we
definitely
pull up,
will.
we'll come to Dave&Busters out there.
Definitely. We'll be in is there a Dave&Busters in Scottsdale?
There is one in North Phoenix, Desert Ridge, right on the Scottsdale border.
Okay.
There's one in Tempe, right near the Scottsdale border. All the ASU kids go there. Maybe we could even get my guy Kenny Dillingham to come out and join us, man. The wonderkind, the Doogie Howser of coaches,
Yeah.
the ASU head coach. And then there's one in Glendale, right next to the Cardinal Stadium.
Yeah.
That's pretty dope as well. So 3 big ones out here.
All right, perfect. So we got 3 to choose
We definitely
from.
gonna get Lockhart on that.
Yeah, we'll get out
The
there and do
logistics
it.
part of that and get that in, because I know
That's a.
if you leave it to Lockhart, it's gonna get done.
Get done.
99.99999%.
We'll get it done. We'll get that done, man. I think again, there's
It's
a Dave&Busters
locked.
near you.
It's on lock
It's
with
on
Lockhart.
So Dave&Busters near you. We're gonna definitely.
Lockhart's
make sure we go
lock of the week.
Yeah, so man, Jim, thank you for joining us, man. We are going to finish watching the rest of this game, order some food, and play a couple of games.
Yeah. Because we'll talk about the game. We'll do some games. We'll do all that, and then we'll just come back and see how this game wraps up, and we'll give everybody a recap. There are some new kickoff rules for 2025. There's been some modifications, so maybe we'll give people that information going into the new year. It's always cool to see some rule changes. They usually change it for the best.
So let's get up out of here, man. I'm your boy TD.
Hey, Lockhart Entertainment, man.
Saying thank you for joining us, and we will see you Tuesday for our next show at Dave&Busters.
Dave&Busters.